Welcome everybody. Hi, it's Jav here from Medieval Mirage, and I'm so happy you've joined me today. I hope you're all well. So today is all about using magnets. Basically, I'm just going to be showing you a principle of how to use them, and you can basically use them in any of your projects. Once you know the principle around using magnets and a tip of how to make it successful, you can use it for closures, you can use it for pockets. I have got a tutorial, I'll try and link it below, where I show you how to make an envelope flat pocket with it being magnetized. By the way, I wanted to let you know that this is actually part of a series that I'm putting together. It'll be about 4 or 5 in that series on how to make a mini notebook. So that's what it's based on, and if you're wondering about it, I'll have the things left in the description box if you want to go and check out the kits, the tutorials, but they'll be coming out as soon as I've edited them, and I'll keep them in the playlist, and I'll list some of them below here as soon as they're released. But I thought I'd break it up into smaller chunks because it is quite an extensive tutorial, and I'm just doing certain features so that when you see the whole thing, it'll all make sense. But anyway, it's nice to have you join me today. Please enjoy this tutorial. Right, so now we are going to be doing the magnets. So do you find magnets challenging? They can be, but I'll show you how I like to work with them, and I hope it will prove helpful to you. And there we go. This one here is a strong magnet, as you can tell, and this one's 11 mil. So magnets come in all sorts of sizes. Some of them will have the negative and the positive, others won't. So for example, this doesn't. So what I do, a permanent ink thingy. Okay, so these have stuck themselves together. So I know that these are going to be in the opposite direction. So I'll just wipe off any excess of this. So I think this is like a laundry marker. All right. So that's what you need to do if you don't have the negative and positive signs. And honestly, most craft shops should have them. I actually get mine through eBay a while ago, and I've got all sorts of sizes. You can get these little ones. Yeah, they come in all sorts of sizes. And sometimes the little ones are good for little projects, but honestly, they're very, very weak. So the larger sizes, like this is a perfect size, they'll do a great job. Okay, so they're just stuck together. So yes, just look on eBay or Amazon for magnets for crafting or scrapbooking or mini albums. All right, so because this is on the inside, this is what we're going to be working with. And the important thing that you need to do is just make sure that everything is sitting nicely. So can you see how I've got these looking pretty square on? This one might need a bit of help. They will come right once they're glued together, but that's pretty good. So we don't want it like this. We want it to sit nicely. So this is where you will need to kind of look at how you've cut everything and see how it's sitting. Beautiful. All right. So there's going to be a magnet that goes here. Okay. And then when I close this up, there's going to be another magnet there. All right. So this isn't necessarily where it's going to go, but I'm just giving you an idea. And wow, that was a fluke, by the way, because they're basically on top of each other. Yeah. Okay. Right, so here we have it on some of masking tape. All right, so we know that this needs to be that way because we've got the dot there. All right, and then this one will need to go in the opposite direction. Now you would have noticed I've put some tape on. You want your tape, your masking tape or your washi tape, I'm going to get a new batch, to be on the side without the dot. And you want it to be as long as possible. You'll see why in just a minute. Okay, let's put it in the center. All right. Now masking tape, you don't want sticky tape. Sticky tape is just going to make a problem. You want masking tape, something easy to pull off. Okay, now if I, right. All right, so see how that's just working beautifully? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to glue the magnet, down, and I have to decide where I'm going to, I'm going to have to decide where I want that magnet to be. And I think with this one, sort of a little bit along there. So I might just do it sort of there. But remember, this has to be on the outside. I don't know if you can see it, but that's the dot. We've got the dot there. The dot that's not dotty anymore. Okay, and so I'm just going to, just going to glue the side that doesn't have the dot. Okay. And it doesn't matter if I got a lot of glue there because we're going to glue everything down. And I'm going to sort of roughly put it there. Okay. So let's just clean my hands. All right. So now we are going to attach this. So see that? I've just put that there. And we're going to press this down. But just remember, everything needs, before you press anything down, make sure everything is looking nice, just the way you want them. Come on. I'm just maneuvering. Okay. Just go down. So everything's getting stuck a little bit. It is a little bit fiddly, but it will be worth it. All right, now I'm happy to commit. So now I'm pressing the masking tape down. And you might need to have like 5 hands. There it is. Okay, so there it is. That is where it's going to get stuck. And you could use double-sided tape at this stage. But what I'm going to do, because I know where it is situated, and wow, can you believe? X marks the spot. And I might put some double-sided tape there as well. Okay. And then you can just pull that off. And you can put some sticky tape there if you like, or you can use some of your sticky tape like this, highly tacky craft tape, just to make sure it's going to stay there, because they are very strong, those magnets, and they need to sort of be kept in place. See that? So this is just a double extra. It's not really essential, but it does help. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so now that we've done that, okay. Don't worry about the glue oozing out. We're going to glue everything together. Okay. Actually, I might just leave that there for now. You'll see why in just a minute. Now, we're just going to get a glue stick, and this is the next job that we want to do. The next job, oops, is we want to glue this to this, but we're going to glue this in stages. Okay. It's a glue stick, but I get the blue stick, but I've run out. I didn't realize that, so anyway, I'm just grateful. So you just need a glue stick. We're going to do it one step at a time so that we can have the opportunity to maneuver things around. So, okay, so we want to, okay, so you know those folds that we created? We want to get the folds sort of meeting up as much as we can, and by doing it in stages it will make it easier. Okay, so just need to move it up a little bit. Perfect. Okay, so we've done basically already our gluing, and this is a dry wet wipe. I'm just going over it where we've glued. Okay, perfect. And then we just do a little bit at a time. So, all right, now we will take off the tape, and so it just makes this easy. When you get the middle part together, everything else should just smoothly get into place, and just really make sure you get that glue going. That's just the way it goes. That's my dry one. Okay. So let's just grab another piece. Alright, so doing the glue one step at a time is really helpful. And then we just pull this off and we'll just do the rest. Actually, we'll turn it upside down because that magnet will make it a bit challenging. Yes, I just keep putting the glue in the wrong spots. Yeah, make sure you get a lot of glue on. I know I'm going overboard, but okay. So and the dry one. So see how easy that was? Rather than gluing the whole thing down, by doing it in stages and having the base of it at the center, everything has just come together beautifully. And it looks like I haven't done a good job cutting, but this is pretty good. But this is where, don't worry about the white. Okay, this is where you're just going to trim everything off. So now that we've done that, this should basically come into play while it's wet. And generally you wouldn't be doing this at this stage because it can create cracks, but because we've already put the fold lines in, it should be all right. Plus I'm using good cardstock. And there it is, the closure is good. Okay, so I wouldn't go cutting anything right now. I would be working on the spine, making sure it's aligned, because that will make the text block work better. All right, I'm just going to be pressing into the spine. Okay, so those folder lines there, I'm just pressing in only because I want to make sure that they sit nicely, that they've been attached well to each other. Okay, so, all right, beautiful. So don't worry too much about the white. We're going to fix that. We just need to make sure everything's attached properly. Okay. Beautiful. I'm really happy with that. That's perfect. That's how it should be sitting. So then we just get some paper clips. If you've got, oh, yeah, paper clips are pretty good. And what I do is I just sort of clip them, clip the, what do we call it, the flap, just so that it just stays in place as it's drying. Okay, so all right, so there we have it. So here I'm just showing you with another one from the same kit but a different design, that if you don't align everything well, it's no problem at all. Just trim off the edges. I mean, we're not machines, we're people, and this is handcrafted, so things won't always be a perfect alignment, so we can compensate by trimming. As you can see here, with this is another design from my kits to make your own mini notebook. And of course, that's walnut stain, or whatever stain, ink, distress ink stains you prefer. Sometimes you use vintage photo, other times brush corduroy. But anyway, this is optional, but it really does give it a nice finish. I love inking edges, and I just thought I'd finish off this video by showing you how I go about it. But thank you everybody for watching. Please do like and subscribe, put your notification bells on, and share. Thank you so much for your wonderful support and for watching. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.